morning, good morning, good morning. It's a wonderful day, the sun's shining once again, and it's 48 degrees outside. Very nice, very nice. And I worked, okay, I guess I don't want to start talking about myself right away, do I? No, I don't. Well, I don't have any way to read my comments, so I may have to make another video tomorrow and get caught up. Because my phone isn't charged. I'm using my iPad to record this morning. So today's topic is going to be who knows. But I'm anxious to. And anyway, I might add it to this one if I get it charged in time. Well, you know what I'm working on? Yes. Oh, and I got to wait a minute here for just a second. Are you happy this morning? You had your coffee? You did? Or you did? What kind of coffee? What'd you put in your coffee? Did you eat breakfast? What did you eat for breakfast? Did that sound like a mama? Did you eat your breakfast? Did you do your homework? Well, we did it all, didn't we? With everything else we do, washing dishes, taking care of kids, whatever, we have to take care of our pets, go to the grocery store, wash clothes. I mean, we got to do it all. We got to do it all. And we have to be happy. And that's just all there is to it. Sometimes it's easier than other days. Do you think so? Can you imagine the pioneer days? Oh gosh, I'd have to go out and chop the wood. And then gather up some stuff to start a fire and rub two rocks together and start a fire. And then say, anybody want coffee? Of course we wouldn't have any coffee. No. Because it's not a grocery store. It's a day away by horse. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe I have some in the back cupboard. Oh, I remember my log home doesn't have a cupboard. Not yet. Oh, man. We're so lucky. We are lucky, aren't we? We can go turn on the tap and get some water. Don't have to carry it a mile. In a bucket. Oh, we are spoiled, aren't we? We are spoiled. Yes. Yes, can you imagine having 4 kids? Telling one to go get a bucket of water. Tell the other one to take care of the other one. And tell the little baby one to sit in a box. Oh, gosh, I don't have a box. I'm in a log cabin. Oh, my gosh. And we think we had it rough. With the kids and cooking and, oh, my gosh. Peeling all the potatoes and onions and making a garden. Oh, I'm just wearing myself out talking about it. So we're not going to talk about that anymore. We're going to think about how wonderfully blessed we are right now. No matter how much we have more than they had. Our pioneers, our ancestors. Can you imagine? We become such a lazy bunch of people. But as we get older, well, we deserve it. We've worked and raised our kids, and the people that are still working and raising their kids, we cheer you on because you will do good. You will do good. You will finish, and you'll look back at all that and say, gosh, did I do all that? Just like we do. Just remember, the constant thing is crochet. Oh, I wish I could find that letter. I have a letter from 1923. Was it 23? Yeah, I think it was. And I have an aunt, or a great aunt, that was writing to her sister, which was my grand aunt too. And in the letter, she's living up in the hills of Tennessee on the west side of Tennessee. And she's talking about how lonely she is in this house out in the woods. And I guess her husband's out hunting or whatever. And She said, I just sure would love to have a little bitty thread, little bitty yarn. You know, just, she couldn't go and just go buy yarn somewhere, you know, when you're out in the woods like that. And of course, most of them didn't even have a car or a truck or anything because, you know, the Model Ts and stuff were, you know, you had to be pretty rich to own a car, I guess. But in the letter was so sweet, you know, about her sitting by her fire and how she tries to stay busy when she doesn't have any books to read, but she stays busy, of course, with house things, you know, and that's very important. And she said she got her a supply of lard and flour, and that she was ready for the winter, which was really wintertime. I think what she wrote was January, or that's the day it was on the letter. But she was just really asking her sister, you know, sure would like to have some thread. Some thread. So we have to count ourselves like way spoiled. I mean, we have bundles and bundles or skeins and skeins of yarn and different kinds of hooks. And I mean, and now look here, we're on YouTube talking about crocheting. Well, you know what? You know what I'm working on here, don't you? I finished this one last night. So this will be number 9, I think. So I'm going to finish this one, and I don't know if I'm going to make one more or not, because I'm running out of thread, and I still need to put a border on all of them, you know, to make them all. Anyway, there's another row that I have to add. I haven't done on each one of them. So I'm pretty much getting getting close enough to the end to start putting it together. And then I have to decide what color I'm going to use to put it together. And we'll save that for another day. But right now I'm starting another one this morning. And that's funny, as many as I've made, I still can't remember the pattern, you know, from one stitch to another. Very interesting, especially with this, the colors of the yarn. But I will tell you that I will use this pattern again with solids. And I may just not make it as large, because this is pretty large. I don't know exactly how many inches this is. Let me see if I got a weight measure here. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I got it now. It's 9 by 9. 9 by 9, and I don't have the border on it. So by the time I get a border and get it leveled out, I think it would be still about 9 by 9, which would be the size of them. So 9 by 9 by 9. I put 3 on each row, and I'm making a throw. The 3 on each row. So that would be 27, plus a border would give me a good 32. Right? Something like that. And then if I go 3, so that would be using 9. 3, 3, 3. So that would create, won't be a square, but it'll be a throw. Yeah, I think so. And then by the time I put it together with a color, and I'm really need some suggestions. What color do you think? I'm really leaning toward purple if I have purple as the you know, outside the blocks, so all the blocks have purple around them, like that purple right there. Or this might be, if I had that. I don't think I have this, though. I'll have to go with one I have. I think I do have purple. I could use white. Even though there's no white in it. Do you think? Do you ever think it's possible to use white? I don't know. Anyway, I gotta stop thinking about that for a while and just crochet here. And I'm still thinking about that high rise, and one of the things that really weigh on my mind is, other than having to give up Itsy, the kitty cat, is how I'm going to manage taking Connor downstairs. Of course, they have elevators. Go downstairs and walk him, because he goes 4 or 5 times a day. He likes to go out, and so I just don't know that I could figure out how to do that. If I do it first thing in the morning, I do it mid morning, then I go at lunch, then I go mid afternoon, and of course it's nap time, and then the next thing would be at night, and then late at night. And also in this high rise, they you have to have a button or something that you carry with you, a plop, like you have a car, to get in and out, to get anything, to get around. So that would be something. Of course, I got to adapt to that. I do like the idea of the mailboxes, though. I do like that, because they're all right there inside the building, no matter what the weather is. And they're all on one floor, and there are 100 100 apartments in this. Really, it's a medium rise. It's not a high rise. It's 10 stories high. I do like the idea of a balcony. I can see myself overlooking the city in the evening and having my coffee and, put a rocker chair out there. Or if I'm inside, I open the glass doors and I can still see the lights of the city and the freeway and everything. It's according to what side I'm on, of course, on the building. So I say, okay, I like that idea. And I like the size of the apartments that they're telling me. I haven't seen them yet. And I like the idea that there are wash machines somewhere available. Now, being on the 9th floor and the 4th floor, I think of the floors that do have the washing machines. And they have a little washing area, a little room off the side. But at the end of each, if I understand right, at the end of each hall, that there are huge windows on each side of the building. So the light comes through down the hall and everything. And they also said that they have a little card like you would in a hotel that you can use to open the doors in. Also, when you have something delivered to you, there is a location down on the lower level that they receive it in, and I haven't figured it out if it's the carrier who lets you know that it's there by email, or if it's someone down there. I mean, maybe they have someone that does that job. I don't know. That's something I have to ask about. And the store that I was telling you about, that's just about 800 feet, not yards, feet from the complex. But it looks like I have to get on my hover around and go quite a way out of the way to enter into the store parking lot. So that's something I would like to see in person, of course. And other than that, they have cable. It's $25 a month. I guess I told you that yesterday. $25 a month, and that's channels and everything you get. And that's additional to what you pay. Now, based on what I make, and 30% of that will be my rent, it may be $500 or less, probably less. But that's cheaper than any kind of apartment around here. I've been looking online at apartments, and they're $1,000. So I'm getting it pretty cheap for $850 here. But I do have a lot of amenities here. Inside washer and dryer, courtyard, sister close by, and get to keep both the animals. But you can't beat that. I mean, I got it perfect here. I really do. So those are the things that have been topics for me that I keep writing down and talking about. And hopefully tomorrow my daughter will be here and we'll be talking about it too. Because living in a high rise and mid rise is totally different than living in an RV or an apartment or a house. And those are the three things that I have lived in and experienced and am aware. But a medium rise or a high rise, I'll continue to call it the high rise. I'm still going to, it's being where you go outside, but yet they have they have grounds, that you can go around. And that's the main thing for me, be able to go to the grocery store if I want, or and about a block and a half from there is McDonald's, and about 4 blocks away is Chili's. Of course, those are close enough that I could walk if I could. But in a hover around, I don't know, because the ramps coming off the freeway are right there at those restaurants, and I just don't see myself in a hover around going on an off ramp. I mean, crossing over an off ramp from the freeway. My hover round's not that fast, and they come off 75 miles an hour off that, or 50 or whatever. Is way too much, because my little hover round doesn't go that far. So anyway, I'm still thinking, but really financially and as I age, it would be of great benefit. But it would be really better if it was closer to me here with the area I know than Jacksonville, because I don't know a lot about Jacksonville. And I hadn't been really in town Jacksonville for over 20 years. So that's something, I'll have to think about. I know it's all about me today, and I'm sorry about that, but it's just heavy on my mind. And I'm anxious to see. I wish my daughter would take me, or my sister. We will be able to do that, because the lady that's holding my paperwork, doesn't want to waste a lot of time with me. I guess I don't owe her anything, but a courtesy, to make sure that she knows I would like to be on the list, because as far as she's concerned, she's got everything and she's working on it. So she doesn't want to waste time to continue to work on it if I won't consider coming there. Do you see what I'm saying? But do I owe it to her? Do I? Yes, I do. I mean, just courtesy. Courtesy. And she's a sweet lady. And they have a, what do you call it? Concierge there at the concierge, yes. Who takes care and arranges everything like we had at the old folks' place. So that's going to be convenient. And, I'll be a little further away from my sister. I don't know if she'll be able to drive that far to come see me, but we'll just have to figure that out if that's one of my options. But I need to talk to my daughter about Itsy, the kitty cat. But Connor's going to be a handful in a high rise, but I don't have much to do. Do YouTube every day. Straighten my house, cook my meals, and do what I do to take care of myself, which I'm able to do. But I did go out yesterday. What did I tell y'all? I went out and the wheel fell off the walker. It did. You're to see me trying to get back home. Oh my gosh, I was not a happy camper. Not a happy camper, because I had Connor on a leash. The wheel fell off the front of the walker, and it was in the street. And here I am trying to balance myself, try to get the wheel, hang on to Connor. Now, so I tied this leash, around the handle of the walker, right? And once I did that, I leaned forward to pick up the wheel. When I leaned forward to pick up the wheel, well, the walker fell because, to the side because I was leaning on it sort of for, keep my balance. Plus, I was trying to pick up that wheel. So I was not happy. No, but I did not fall down. So that's a good thing, right? Yeah. So, anyway, I manage. I don't know how. Because nothing's harder than to walk with a walker with 3 wheels. And you're trying to hold it up so you can keep your balance with the back ones. I know. There were people all up and down the street here. The AT&T people have been working on some kind of fiber things that they're doing for the cables. It's AT&T. And nobody bothered to help me, so I guess it was meant to be the way it was. We were talking about the other day going to the store. It wasn't meant to be. If you went twice, there's just some reason that we don't know. And that may be something that we have to be aware of and accept. And that's what we have to do. Well, today is Saturday, and I'm going to drink my water here. I've had my breakfast, and I'm going to crochet on this. And just think for a while. I'm going to watch the birds. They've been very active this morning out on the bird feeder. And can you put a bird feeder on a balcony in a high-rise? Would the wind be too hot? Other things to think about, yes. Plus, I have no furniture, so I got to figure out what kind of furniture I'm going to get, Got to go flea marketing. And how do I get them up there? All the furniture. Oh, well, I'm not going to go into that. But I will tell you that you are special, even though Mema's talking about herself today. But I haven't been out to see the YouTubers as I usually do. I've just been so consumed with taking care of some other issues that they need my attention. They need my attention. Yeah. Somebody charged against my bank account through my debit card, and I did not order it. This is the second time this has happened to me. So, girls and guys, be very careful with your debit card. And I said, well, have you been to a gas station, pump gas? I said, no. I'm right here. I don't use my card. Very seldom do I use my debit card except to order online. Amazon mainly, and Walmart. I haven't ordered for Kroger, but Walmart. So, anyway, I got a new debit card. Well, then that involves all that, And so this is twice, in the last 3-4 months this has happened. So, now I'm going to address it. They've told me something to do, and so I think I will try that to see if that alleviates. Because, $25, $80 is a lot of money on Social Security. A lot of money. I mean, $80 is my groceries beyond Meals on Wheels. Plus, I pay for Meals on Wheels on top of that. But anyway, I'm such a downer today, and I apologize. But I've got to get back to this so I can concentrate on something. But I'll tell you what. Oh, did you see what I did? Look. Okay, come here, Angel. Come here. Come here, Angel. I'll show you off today. Remember, I was telling you that I don't know if you can see or not, but this is what my sister gave me, and it didn't have a hand here. They had a hand here. It's got a broken finger, I think. But this one here, his hand's gone, see? So I called and talked to Susie yesterday, and she said, why don't you put a flower on it? So I put a flower on it. You see it? You see the flower? Oh, I'm going to knock it off. I glued it in there with Elmer's. Yeah. And then, Mr. Frog fell down. I'm not going to glue Mr. Frog. But I might, because I do like Gigi sitting right there, little frog right there. But I also found my little squirrel that my friend Jean had given me. See? So I glued him right there in the back. I had it right here. And it looked like he was looking up her skirt. And I said, oh, no, I better move her. So I moved a little squirrel over there. Can you see? Yeah. So that didn't come with the statue. So I'm sort of decorating it. I said, well, I start crocheting clothes for these things. But, we have to do what we do. I love miniatures, and I saw in one of Pinterest, I guess it was, yes. And it had itty-bitty miniatures of a little, like the manger scene, or kids on the park, or kids, skating. And they were just little tiny itty-bitty things like this. And I was thinking, oh, I'd love that. Because you could keep, make that on the table by you. And you could play with your little characters, like you were a little kid. Which indeed I am a little kid, I do believe. But anyway, children, I'm going to have to put you back away here. Dust you off a little bit, because you are precious. Yes, you are. And so are those viewers out there. Yes. I love them, each and every one. Each and every one. Mm-hmm. Well, I'm hoping to see you soon. And I'm sure I will. And have a good day. And remember, God has you in the palm of His hand. Pray for Mother Earth, the birds, the bees. Oh, I need a bee. The flowers and the trees. Because we're all in this great, and for each other. Hey, for each other. I pray for each other. Because we're all on this great big world together. I mean, we are. If you see somebody, be nice. Be kind. Even if they're not kind, they shouldn't hurt you. But you continue to be kind no matter what. Not unless they give you a really hassle. You might want to defend yourself. Say, look, I'm old. No. Oh, well. Have a good day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Because it'll be a better day tomorrow. Yes, it'll be sunny tomorrow. And maybe it'll be warmer. Yeah, sun will shine. Somebody come over to see you, give you a call. Or you're going to cook something really luscious, like a strawberry shortcake. Or a chocolate pudding. Oh, yeah. As I was mentioning desserts. Okay, I know I'm talking too much. I'll talk forever. I'm sorry, just do it. See? Uh-oh. You got to sit up there, baby girl. Bye-bye.